Danny, what's your last name for your general? Right, you got flames on that stick right now, or what's going on?
No, I don't know. I just trying to put pucks in net. I mean, sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. But right now they're going in. So.
Torts said a couple games ago that special teams was kind of swaying toward Utah. Last couple of games, obviously now with the power play going, PK scoring. Just how much of an impact has special teams played the last couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, I think our power play. We're obviously going to look at some things. But I think on the PK we did a really good job tonight. Limiting their chances, pressuring when we need to. So obviously we'll look at some stuff after. But there's been a lot of special teams, a lot of calls right now. Guys going to the box, so just got to be prepared for it.
Jesse, then Nick.
Jack, can you just talk about how good Pavel was tonight and what it means for you guys to see your teammate get the pucks to go in the net like they have the last 2 games for him?
Yeah, it's huge. Pav's that was a huge game by him. Obviously, he gets the the opening goal, and then it's a huge goal first in the second, and then he's able to find the equalizer late in the third. But I mean he's a huge part of our team, and it was awesome to see him find the back of the net a few times. It seems like he's been playing pretty well these last few nights, and great to see him get rewarded. He's a huge part of our group.
Jack, to your left, Nick from NHL.com. Torts had said that some guys were sort of eager to drag guys into the fight. I was just kind of wondering, as a leader, as a sometimes line mate, if you did that with Pavel, right? Did you help him out over the last couple of games, in between games, try to bring him along?
I mean, I listen. I mean, Pav's, like I said, he's a huge part of our group, and I thought he played really well there in Game 4. Obviously, he was he was able to get a goal there. I'm sure that felt good for him, and I thought he'd continue that tonight. He scored some huge goals for us. He was a huge part of our team throughout the regular season, and I think that our group does a good job of that, dragging guys into it. And guys have been stepping up. I mean, Theo was fantastic again tonight. So super happy for him. He can go up and down the lineup in terms of guys, performances, gutsy win for us. And, I was talking about our goaltender. He made some huge saves at some key times. So, so much credit to Hartsey as well.
We'll go Brogan, Steve, then Alan.
Brogan Houston from the Deseret News. Jack, I'm just wondering kind of what was going through your head after that breakaway, and then when you guys scored on the next play, and kind of the redemption there.
Yeah, obviously I would have loved to have finished that one, but I figured I'd give it to the guy to my left, and he was going to seal the deal there shortly after. No, I mean, you're killing a penalty in the second overtime. It's do or die at that moment, and we got a couple chances, and it's a huge goal by Howden. I thought our penalty kill was huge for us all night, and the best player in your PK needs to be your goaltender, and he made some huge saves, some key ones, and it was great to see us find a way to win.
Hi guys, Steve Clark with the Sporting Tribune for both of you. You have two teams here that are very resilient. What is the difference in how you guys are finding ways to finish these games, especially up there at their place to get back, and then obviously tonight? How are you guys managing to deal with all that?
I mean, it was kind of similar to the last game. They came out in the third and they potted 2. I think it just speaks volumes to the group that we have, staying resilient. I think it just shows the maturity of our group, the leadership. We have a lot of guys with a lot of experience, and I feel like there's a sense of calmness in our locker room and on the bench in those situations. We've done it 2 games in a row now, but obviously there's some things that we would like to clean up there, but I think it just speaks a lot of the locker room that we have.
Yeah, I mean, he touched on it. I think the resiliency of our group, I think that's been, something that we've prided ourselves on throughout the entire season. Never feeling like we're out of a game. Obviously, you're hoping to close that one out in regulation, going into the third with a lead. But credit to them, they have a good team. They made some plays, and but at the same time, I thought we did a great job of obviously fighting back, finding a way to score one late, and then competed in overtime. At that point, it's a bounce here and there, it's a play here and there. Somebody's got to do something, and I thought we stayed reserved defensively, didn't give up too much, and at the same time, we find a way to win. So we make a play at a key moment. So so much credit to everybody in the locker room. Thought we stuck with it. Thought between periods everybody was calm, confident, and pretty reserved. So gonna need to carry that here into Game 6.
Alan Snell, LVSportsBiz.com. This is for Jack. 3 years ago, you established great chemistry with Marchessault in the playoffs. I'm wondering if you're given the chance to have Dorofeev on your line, is that something you think you can establish with Powers in the playoffs as well?
Yeah, sure. I think when you think of both of them, you think of goal scorers and can really shoot the puck and finish around the net. And Pav obviously did that tonight. You look back a few years ago, Marshy got really hot for us and found a lot of goals and some really big ones. So lines are going to move, guys are going to play, with different people, depending on the situation, and you just have to be ready when your number's called. I think our entire group's done a really good job of doing that, and no different from Pav, but everyone up and down the lineup. So I think obviously when you're out there with him, and he's prepared to shoot, you're trying to find him, and tons of credit to him. Obviously 3 huge goals for us tonight, but so much resiliency in our group throughout the entire lineup, and a lot of credit to the guys.
Last 2 will finish with Adam and then Jesse.
Jack, I know you're focused on this game in this series, but you became the fastest American-born player to reach 40 playoff assists. Can you just put that in perspective and what that means to you?
You just been a part of an incredible organization, played with some awesome players. We've had some good teams here these last few years, and for myself, just trying to help the team where I can, and those things kind of just come. But so much credit to all the guys in the lineup and the guys I played with over the last few years.
Brett, can you just take us through the goal, what you saw, and also the Sally?
I don't know. I kind of blacked out there. I think Mitch had a close chance right after the face-off. It kind of just rolled off his stick, and then went to the corner and just stayed resilient on it. Mitch did a really good job. It was kind of like the other night on the PK. He did a good job of getting his stick in there, interrupting the play, and just kind of popped out. And I just tried to get a shot. And after that, I just kind of blacked out after that.